Welcome students. So myself Mehboob Pasha, and today in this session we will discuss about the neutralization in everyday life. Okay, so in last class we have discussed about neutralization. So in this session we will discuss neutralization in everyday life. So here the first one, that is indigestion. Okay, so what is indigestion? Look at here. Our stomach produces hydrochloric acid which helps in digestion. So what happens? Our stomach produces hydrochloric acid. What does it will do? Okay, it will helps in getting digest of it will help in getting digest the food. Okay, so what happens? The hydrochloric acid produced by our stomachs helps us to digest the food. Okay, so sometimes too much acid leads to hyperacidity. So what happens? Sometimes the stomach generates or produce more amount of hydrochloric acid. At that time what happens? So at that time we will get hyperacidity. So we will get hyperacidity. Hence we have to neutralize it. So what we have to do? We have to neutralize it. So neutralize, what we need to take? We need to add bases. Okay, so neutralize acids, what we need to do? We need to add bases. Okay, look at here. Hence to neutralize acid will take basic substances. Okay, so neutralize acidic solution, what we have to do? We have to take a basic substances commonly known as antacids. Okay, so to neutralize the hydrochloric acid, the substances that we will take, that substances is commonly called as antacids. Okay, that substance is commonly called as antacids. Those substances are base. Antacids are base. Okay, so here one of the example of basic substances, that is milk of magnesia. One of the examples of basic substances is milk of magnesia. So we will use this to neutralize the hydrochloric acid, excess of hydrochloric acid which is produced in our stomach. Now let us see the second one. Okay, so second one is ant sting or ant bite. Okay, so sometimes you might have come across such kind of situations when when the ant bites. Okay, so when ant bites you will getting irritation. So you might have come such situations, no? So when the ant bites you get irritation. So why when ant bites you? Okay, so why you will get irritation? Because while biting, ant will inject formic acid. Okay, so ant will inject formic acid. Look at here. So irritation of skin due to antibite is called as, is because of the presence of formic acid. Okay, so irritation of skin due to antibite is caused because of the presence of formic acid. So when the ant bites you, it will inject formic acid in your body. Okay, on your skin. So because of that reason, so you will get irritation. Okay, so you will get irritation. What is that formic acid? That formic acid is acid, no? So that formic acid is acid. So because of what? So because of that. So if you want to neutralize that formic acid, okay, so if you want to neutralize that formic acid, what we need to do? We need to add some basic substance. Okay, so we need to add that some basic substance. And so these are some of the basic substances, that is baking soda, hydrogen carbonate, calamine solution. Okay, so baking soda, hydrogen carbonate, calamine solution, and zinc carbonate. So these are some of the substances that you can use to, okay, so these are some substances that you can use to neutralize the irritation effect. Okay, so to neutralize the irritation or to neutralize the acid which is injected by the ants in your body. So this is a third one. Okay, so third one is what? Soil treatment. So look at here, students. Plant needs a soil which is neutral in nature, but using chemical fertilizers the soil will turn into acidic. So here one thing you understood, students. So for the growth of plants, okay, for the proper growth of plants, what is needed? Neutral soil is needed. That is, the soil should not be acidic as well as it should not be basics. For the proper growth of plants, this what is needed? Neutral soil is needed. But human is greedy now. So for more to yield more crops, for the more production, so what he will do? He will going on using the chemical fertilizers. Okay, for more production. So he will going on using as much as possible. Will use chemical fertilizers. So at that time, what happens? As we use more chemical fertilizers on the field, okay, so as we use more chemical fertilizers on the field, then what happens? The quality of the soil will get decreased. Okay, the quality of the soil will get decreased. At that time, what happens? The soil may become acidic or it may become basic. Okay, so when we use more and more chemical fertilizers on the land for more production of the crops, so at that time what happens, the quality of the soil will get degrade, and what happens, the soil will turn into acidic soil or it may turn into basic soil. Okay, so at that time what we need to do, we need to neutralize the soil. Okay, so we need to neutralize the soil. How to neutralize? Look at here. To treat the acidic soil, we will use base like sodium, calcium oxide and calcium hydroxide. If the soil has become acidic, okay, so if the soil has become acidic, we will use base. So what are those bases? Look at here. One of them is calcium oxide. Okay, so we can use calcium oxide, or as we can use calcium hydroxide to treat the acidic soil. If the soil is basic, okay, so if the soil is basic, then what we will do, we will use acidic substances. Okay, so look at here. When the soil is become basics, okay, when the soil has become basics, it can be treated by adding organic substances as they release acids while decomposing into soil. So if the soil has become basic, at that time what we will do, we will use organic substances to the soil. So we will use organic substances to the soil. So what happens, these organic substances, okay, so these organic substances release acids while getting decomposed. Okay, so what happens if the soil has become basic, so to neutralize the soil we will add organic substances. What happens, we will add organic substances. These organic substances will release the acids. Okay, so these organic substances will release the acids while decomposing. Okay, while decomposing into soil. Okay, so while decomposing into the soil, these organic substances will release acids so that the soil gets neutralized. Now we look at the fourth one. It is factory waste. Okay, so look at here. Factory waste is acidic in nature and cannot be directly dumped anywhere. So what happens? The waste which is getting from the factory. Okay, so the waste which is coming from the factory, it is highly poisonous and acidic. So the waste which is getting from the factory, it is highly poisonous and acidic. So we cannot dump anywhere that waste directly. Okay, so we cannot throw that waste in water, as well as we cannot dump that waste in soil. Otherwise, if we dump the waste directly, then the soil will get polluted or the river may get polluted, so that it will cause dangerous to aquatic life. So what happens? So when factory waste is acidic in nature. Okay, the factory waste is what? Acidic in nature. So before we could dump it, so okay, so before we could throw in the river or we could dump in the soil, what we had to do? We had to neutralize that waste. As the waste is acidic, we need to neutralize the factory waste. So how to neutralize? Factory waste is acidic, no? So what we need to do? We need to add the base. Look at here. Base are added to it. If base are added to it, falls off into a river or a stream. Okay. So here base are added to it before it falls into the river or stream. So what we will do? We will add base to neutralize the factory waste, so that the aquatic life of the animals will not get affected. So that the aquatic life does not get affected. Okay, so what happens? So when we neutralize the factory waste, and if we throw it in river or in a dump in any other place, if dump in any other place, so at that time it won't get any issues. Why? Because we have made that factory waste as neutralized one. Okay, we have neutralized it. So if we throw that neutralized factory waste in a river or a stream, at that time what happens? There will be no effect to aquatic animals. Okay, there will be no effect to aquatic animals. So here this completes the second chapter. I hope you might have understood each and every concepts.